But speaking about social media, actually, last Thursday on the 26th of June, Johannesburg definitely played host to the TikTok Digital Wellbeing Summit. Now, this was a powerful initiative reflecting TikTok's commitment to innovation, digital literacy, and also creating a kinder, more responsible online community.
Yeah, now this was a full-day event which featured insightful panel discussions, dynamic presentations from the TikTok team, and meaningful conversations. And it was everything around safety and creativity in this digital space, which is very important.
It's vital. And of course, our Expresso team was on the ground to bring you all the highlights. So let's have a look at this.
My feel-good family, your favorite social media app, TikTok, has been actively working on well-being initiatives, including hosting summits and also developing features like screen time limits to promote a healthy environment for all of its users. It's also been actively talking to the government and the youth to enforce these policies and promote better online behavior. And today is no different, as we are at the Johannesburg Wellbeing Summit to dive deeper as to why TikTok, your favorite social media app, is always putting you first. I think what TikTok has done is such incredible initiatives. I think these conversations are so important. And for someone like yourself, Dr. Claire, tell me, why do you believe these events are so impactful for mental health?
I think it's first of all a fun thing to do. So it's a fun day to get to meet new people, share experiences, and then see how we can help each other cope, build a bit of a community.
You have taken your message onto social media, right? Tell me exactly what inspired you to take it to a platform like TikTok?
I think for me it was fighting misinformation, especially as a healthcare provider. Everybody is a doctor now. Everybody Googles their symptoms before they come in to see us. So just being present so that you know that this is a safe space, you can get accurate information, especially because it has to do with your health, your temple, your body.
Are there any sort of challenges that you've seen that young people are sort of facing today?
So I think, there's a lot of buzzwords like anxiety, but it's a real thing. I think young people are dealing with anxiety, they're dealing with burnout, but also numbing. And this comes in the form of substances, it comes in the form of doom scrolling.
Is there any sort of positive ways that you believe people can start working with social media in order to increase their mental health?
There's a lot of knowledge out there on social media about mental health and what are different challenges that people are facing, what are some of the disorders. There are creators out there that are making really good videos and content around mental health, and I think it's important to educate yourself on that and be part of the conversation, break the stigma around mental health.
Medical information it can be very robust, right? So breaking it down is difficult. So because of that, we needed to create an avenue where people can have contextual information for them. I mean, people could see traces of some viable or helpful content online. So that was one of the things that inspired me to start making content. And in fact, to be honest, I think the first videos that made me go viral was on TikTok.
As a TikTok spokesperson, you need to understand that events like this are so impactful for us, Why do you believe that these conversations matter right now in the world that we live in today?
Wow, we find this very amazing for us as well, because this is an opportunity for us to interface directly with our key stakeholders, to hear from them what are the things that matter, especially when it comes to the kind of content that they see on the app. But also for us, it's also an opportunity to share some of our innovations, some of our, investments that we've been making to ensure the platform is a safe space for mental health and well-being.
We've seen such incredible features that you guys have developed, really knowing how to put users first, and that must come from a lot of research over the years. What does that research look like to get you guys to this decision today?
Well, it's a complex process, but just to simplify it, we call it user feedback. Most of the times, a lot of the innovations that we do, a lot of the product tricks that we introduce is based on what users are telling us.
Words like mental health has become, I would say, in the past, been a little bit taboo. How do you believe you guys have sort of broken that stigma?
So we are aware that a lot of our users come to the platform, to enjoy themselves. Our mission is to inspire creativity and bring joy. So we want to go out there and make sure that we create these spaces where people can enjoy themselves and be able to be comfortable to even talk about things such as, mental health. But being a tech platform, obviously we are not the experts in these things, right? So what we then do is that we make sure that we lean on aspects, our well-being ambassadors. these are actual doctors in real life, and they know how to talk about these things. And you know, another plus, they are also TikTok creators. So they combine those two skill sets to be able to produce content that is relatable, that people can, you know, see and hear themselves in and be able to understand exactly what is happening. So it's through these partnerships that we're able to actually break the mold and discuss some topics that are traditionally very difficult.
Well-being means to me taking care of your mental health, physical health, making sure that you're reminding yourself of, I would say, that you deserve it, you're worthy, and also just the affirmations. Like, I think affirmations are super important, but for me, well-being, the most important thing is if you can take care of your mental health, everything else follows.
Oh, listen, what an insightful event. Thank you so much to TikTok for always and actively talking to government, regulators, and organizations to promote digital safety and well-being, particularly in Africa. And my Feel Good family, listen, there are guidelines out there to report harmful content. And more importantly, you as the user gets to report violations to make this environment a safer place for everyone.
Yeah, that is
good.
cool. That's not good. Good is an
great.
understatement, man. That's great. And thank you so much, Carl, for bringing it to the forefront. I think it's not just about the safety, which is obviously of paramount importance there, but it's just a vibe that TikTok's creating. You can see how much of an impact and presence it has on our community, on our talent in this country, and just really like uncovering all that magic that we have. So I'm grateful for its position and its opportunity for us.
Definitely. A big thank you, of course, goes out to TikTok for leading the charge in promoting digital safety and digital well-being. And remember, we all play a role in creating a positive online space, so please don't hesitate to report any violations you see or may experience, and head over to the helpline that TikTok has in their community guidelines for safe and supportive experience when you're on there.